Oh, I just seen he got hit in the chin. That dude Saquon back, dog. I'm streaming. I'm streaming.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. Ready to get this one started, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Crack said the same thing. He said Saquon should have cut it to the outside.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it.
I don't like he breaking tackles on the first play of the game.
That's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes. Getting for that moment, the first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. This is taken at the 23. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
All right, Daniel Jones.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cunningham. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
He ran the same blitz.
Can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Cunningham looking to throw.
Bro, this dude's sending nothing but pressure, dog.
The big man P.J. Hall had the path to the QB there.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
See, I hate that he got this pressure early. It's going to be hard to get a 1st down now because of that, though.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Cunningham to throw.
I feel intercept with my rookie, dog. my fault, dog.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Throwing, Jones. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after
They caught a pigs in there?
Worked really well.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
They need a touchdown, though.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal.
Yo.
And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
Hold on.
Understandable, we're going to see some of this first game of the year and a penalty.
Yeah, we are, and don't forget the emotion of it all as well. I mean, they've been building to this crescendo the entire offseason, so we maybe see some of this in the early part of the game.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's wrapped up. Taken down.
I can run that blitz too.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They go back to the air here after the
Oh my God. My quarterback gonna be trash, though.
At the 22-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie.
It's my fault,
so
dude.
does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Off the play fake. Boston. A sea of defenders have intercepted.
He threw in the sub too.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. We're scoreless after 1. With the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Come on.
Now Cunningham. The pass caught by Olave. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Cunningham. Open man is Michael Thomas. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 33 yards that time.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the
2 interceptions already with my quarterback.
He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Why can't hear him?
They needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been
He was talking to him. I can hear him talking.
On first down, it's Cunningham. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. No gain on the screen there in 2nd down. Another completion there. And what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL started. Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Here's Cunningham. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
You're tripping.
The Saints
I thought I was closer than that.
Timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, but I'm on the other side, unlike you. You're a cheater. There's the cheater.
On 4th down, Cunningham. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw again. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Dude said he could be gone for 2 weeks on the honeymoon.
just after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Yeah, how I turn that off?
Here we go. Hustle.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, I don't know how to turn that junk
He just
on.
does what he does.
And it asked me, do I want to keep my voice? It asked me, I said no. It still did it.
And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
You say going to party settings?
And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right.
One practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together. Reach the end zone.
Giants. Juju Smith-Schuster, 75 yards. First half. Extra point try, good by Gano. That is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3, right there at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. He is going to find Hill here. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Now this one taken in by Olave. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Folks, remember this, his first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
A final shot before break. Cunningham finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Kamara up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, Cunningham. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips, and then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive into the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
But they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Hurry up! Hurry!
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure.
And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Cunningham. steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So on fourth down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. This from 44 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
A first down carry for Barkley. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
On fourth down, Boston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The Cunningham's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Cunningham looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
As soon as that play started to develop, I just wanted to jump up and screen, because you can see it developing, and let's just be frank about it. Apart from throws across the middle, probably the most common pass a guy will drop, right? Because he's trying to catch it, and he's looking for where the pressure is coming from. We expect him to absorb a big hit. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The quick slant caught. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Saints have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Off play action. Boston. He's got this complete to Robinson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, Boston. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Take it in at the 3. To begin their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Operating from the gun. Boston, he finds his man, complete. It's Hammond. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. Boston. Man open, it's Toney. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brooks. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Cunningham. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Cunningham. And the pressure gets to him again. Kayvon Thibodeaux in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Cunningham to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kayvon Thibodeaux. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback. On 4th down, Cunningham. He's going to air one out.
Oh, wide open, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 94 yards. And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Taysom Hill, 26 yards. And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Now, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Saints,